Guys, that is with a heavy heart and a heavy head that I must report that my USC Trojans, yes, okay. I was rooting for Trojans, even though I love Notre Dame. I love my Fighting Irish. I respect and love their game, especially the talent that they have on that team. But I was really rooting for the USC Trojans to get it done this evening. And sadly, they did not. Again, guys, I was actually able to catch the game on my phone. I actually downloaded Peacock once again because they actually offer the women's basketball top 10 conference games. I downloaded Peacock and was able to watch the games earlier today, while I was actually at work. And again, I was rooting for USC Trojans to win over Notre Dame just slightly. And again, I remember just the other day, I was looking at the game probability and the stats, and on ESPN, it showed 49% probability rating for USC. I'm sorry, not for USC. It showed 49% probability rating for Notre Dame, okay, the Fighting Irish to win this game. And of course, it had 51%, just slightly. It had 51% for the USC Trojans to come through with the W and win this game. And unfortunately, that prediction was wrong. Allow me to read you a little article by ESPN of the overcap of the game. It says, Hannah Hidalgo, okay, she is a fierce competitor. Again, she stands at 5'6" as a point guard. Why can't we have a 5'6" point guard like Hannah Hidalgo? We need to take Dana Evans off the Chicago Sky and trade her out for Hannah Hidalgo. But anyway, it says Hannah Hidalgo scored 24 points. Number 6 Notre Dame defeated Juju Watkins in third-ranked Southern California 74-61. In my opinion, that's a blowout. 74-61. Yeah, they got chewed up like some mashed potatoes, okay? On Saturday in a marquee matchup on the West Coast. It was at their home court too, guys. It hurt so bad. How you get whipped like that on your own turf? It says Watkins and the Trojans 4-1 fell behind early. Yes, they did, and were down 21 points in the fourth quarter. She had 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Hidalgo came out shooting well, hitting 5 of 8 from the floor in the first quarter, and had 16 points at the break. She added 6 rebounds and 8 assists. Hidalgo's backcourt mate, Olivia Miles. Oh my goodness. Olivia Miles and Hannah Hidalgo, they go together like peanut butter and jelly. Okay, they did no wrong tonight. Since she added 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists for the Fighting Irish. Even though Hidalgo outshone her, Watkins' imprint was all over the game. A documentary about her life aired on NBC leading into the nationally televised game. A buzz arose when Snoop Dogg walked in shortly before tip-off wearing a jacket in USC colors with Watkins' name and numbers on the front and back. Her sister, Molly, sang the national anthem. So sweet. I didn't even know she had siblings, so she's one of 4 children, guys. I believe she's the youngest. And yeah, freaking Snoop Dogg, okay? Snoop Doggy Dog. He actually had a freaking custom made jacket. Okay, it was the USC colors. It was like the burgundy red with the yellow, and it had Watkins, her last name, on the back. And he was like, just showed out and supported her, gave her love, and she got whooped, guys. I know she hurting. I know it hurt. Takeaways: Notre Dame, the Irish struck quickly, racing to a 20-10 lead in the opening quarter. Even after cooling off a bit, they never trailed and stayed poised when the Trojans got within 3 in the second and third quarters. Yes, it was so frustrating. This entire game, okay? The freaking Irish were in front of the Trojans. And the Trojans were able to cut it down just 3 points here and there. It would just be a 3-point ball game come the second, third quarter. Okay, second and third quarter, it was a 3-point ball game for the most part, right? The later part of the third and fourth quarter, it was like 10 points deficit and plus. It was just like they were just in debt, okay? They were trying to chip away at it. And after just at a 3-point ball game, the Irish would just come out just striking, just hit and just going on complete runs. USC, the Trojans were without starting guard Kennedy Smith, which unfortunately, yes, it says she's out due to injury. I believe she's actually out for the rest of the season. It's something crazy. I'm going to have to do an update on that. It says whose defense on Hidalgo would have proven valuable. It was announced shortly before tip-off that she had a surgical procedure and will return at some point this season. So, okay, so she will actually be back hopefully sometime soon. And she had Kennedy Smith, which is crazy. We call her Juju Watkins' evil little twin because Kennedy Smith and Juju Watkins, they look like twins, okay? In certain hairstyles, we used to see them together on the court. I'm like, we didn't even know who was who. Okay, key moment. The Trojans got within 3 points 3 times, but the Irish remained poised and never gave up the lead. That's just crazy. Key stats. Notre Dame's defense forced the Trojans into 21 turnovers. Again, ever since the first game kicked off of this women's college basketball season, when they were in Paris, okay, it was we for USC. The Trojans, again, they did beat Ole Mississippi, the Lady Rebels, by 2 points, okay, ultimately at the end of the game. But they were so sloppy because of the turnovers. Juju Watkins in game 1 in Paris, okay, versus the freaking Rebels, she had like 9 turnovers by the end of the second quarter. I mean, it was just something ridiculous. Notre Dame's defense forced the Trojans into 21 turnovers, which led to 22 points for the Irish. Watkins, Kalia Heckel, and Talia van Allerhoffen had 5 each. USC was just 1 of 13 from 3-point range. Just a shame. They pretty much up there with their twins, Sabrina and Ionescu. I blame Michael B. Jordan, okay? I gotta give it to him. Not only was it some money, okay, in this evening's game for the USC My Lady Trojans basketball court guys, okay, Snoop Dogg was there with some other celebrities. Candace Parker showed up and showed out. I was so happy, like, yes. But it was also some honey, okay, that was up in that building because Michael B. Jordan, as fine as he was literally, not only did this man sit court side, okay, he was literally court side, floor seats, nosebleeds, if you will. This man literally sat right next to freaking Juju Watkins' parents, okay? It's Juju Watkins' parents, Snoop Dogg, then Michael B. Jordan. How is Juju Watkins supposed to keep calm, keep poised, and keep her composure and fight and be aggressive and do all this stuff when Michael B. Jordan is right there on the floor? He set her up. Somebody set Juju Watkins up, bringing this man not only to the game, but for him to be that close and sit right next to her parents. You know, he was talking to her before the game, after the game, during the halftime break. Okay, like, come on now. Come on. At least one, not even just once, twice, but I remember specifically in the first quarter, because again, she played horrible. Juju Watkins only made 2 points in the first quarter of today's game, guys. She literally passed the ball to the enemy's hands. And like, she's 6'2". I'm like, it literally, like, the person that she was trying to pass it to, her, one of her teammates, she was nowhere near where she had threw that ball. She literally, listen, Juju Watkins took the ball and threw it directly into that blue jersey, the Irish, the Fighting Irish lady hands. I'm like, it's because Michael B. Jordan and his fineness has blinded this woman. She don't even know where to pass the ball to. And then it kept happening. The freaking Trojans, my lady Trojans, kept passing the ball to the Irish. In all seriousness, guys, the USC Trojans, they got blown out today. They got destroyed, okay? The Irish aren't playing. I think the only people that could actually, like, beat them at this point, there's a lot of teams, of course, that can beat them. But what I'm saying is, like, a good matchup for the Irish will be UConn. Them Huskies, okay? The UConn connection, that connection that they have under Gino, I believe that they can bring the heat to them. Also LSU, my Lady Tigers. Those are the two teams. I really thought that the USC ladies was going to get it done. I just knew that Trojans was going to win. I didn't think it was going to be an easy battle. I thought like it would be like come for blow, but they would actually have the lead at least half of this game. This entire game, the Irish had the lead. It was only close by just 3 points. Just 3 times they cut it down to 3 points. It was paying off that credit card debt. They only had $3 left on their credit card. And then the Irish just took that credit card, maxed it out, all over again, and $50,000 worth of debt. Come on, Trojans.